Today we're going to be looking at some chi-square tests between a few different variables here. I know you wanted to look at income against these variables, but we'd be using income as an independent variable, and unfortunately that won't work for what we're trying to do. Most of the statistical analysis options require the dependent variable be continuous, like income. So we're going to look at financial comfort and types of relationships, relationship happiness. We'll also throw in maybe marital status in there. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. First, we're going to look at the financial comfort and types of relationships. So we're going to, here we go. We are at variable view here, so that's good. We're going to look at financial comfort. It is nominal. We have two categories. And then we'll look at type of relationship. Go down here, and it is scale. Oop. And we have 4 different categories. Okay, so those, we don't have to change anything there. It looks good. So now, we'll touch on the assumptions. There's only 2 for the chi-square. Assumption 1 is 2 variables need to be ordinal, nominal, or categorical. We met that. Assumption number 2, variables should have 2 or more categories, and we met that. So let's jump on in to the analysis. We're going to go up to analyze, down to descriptive statistics, over and down to crosstabs. Let's get that out of there. Sorry, remove those. Okay, so we're going to move our 2 variables over, and it really doesn't matter which one we put where. So let's go ahead and financial comfort over here, and then we'll look at types of relationships, and there. Okay, so now we're going to go over to statistics, and we want to make sure the chi-square box is checked. The phi and Kramer V, we're going to check that too. Oh, I'll take that correlation out. Doesn't really show us anything. All right, so we'll continue there. Come down to cells. We want to make sure the observed and then rows, column, and total are all checked. Good there. Format is ascending. Good. We'll go ahead and display the bar charts. That just gives us a good visual. So there we have it for that. So we'll just click OK. And then here is our results tables. Here we have, it's just kind of a breakdown of all the different relationship types and the 2 financial comfort options. But what we want to really look at here, we want to go down to the chi-square test and this likelihood ratio here. So, the Pearson chi-square, sorry. The value 3.8, we want to go over here to the significance value, this 0.283. It is higher than the significant value, the 0.05. So that would indicate that there is not a statistically significant association between financial comfort and a relationship type. So there we have that. And then we're going to go down here to the phi Kramer, and that that tells us, like the association between the 2. And the 0.098, that is a very weak association, which, we can kind of gather from the chi-square test table up here. Okay, and then the bar chart kind of gives us a good visual. See, this is the comfortable level and this is the struggling level or category for financial comfort, and there's not a whole lot of difference between the two. So that just kind of confirms what our tables told us. Okay, so now we're going to go back. Now we're going to look at the relationship between types of relationships and relationship happiness. So again, we're going to do the chi-square, but you know, we meet all the assumptions. Both variables are categorical or ordinal, and each variable has 2 or more categories. We've got 5 in that variable and then 4 in the other. Go to analyze, descriptive statistics, crosstabs. For this one, we can just take financial comfort and take that over, put that back, and then put relationship happiness there. And then all of these tabs should still be in there for us. We'll just double check those. Yep, all those are still there. And ascending. There's our bar charts. So we are good to go. Okay. Alright, so there's the breakdown of all the different categories. Alright, so here is our chi-square. Alright, what are we looking at? So we've got a chi-square value of 35.2 with a significance value less than 0.01. So because this is less than the 0.05, that would indicate that there is a statistically significant association between relationship happiness and type of relationship. Okay, so let's go down here and see what the relationship level is. So we're looking at the phi and Kramer V. So over here, our significance value is less than 0.05, so that indicates there is a relationship. But then over here, our values can range anywhere from -1 to 1. The closer the value is to 1, the stronger the relationship, a positive relationship, and the closer to like a -1 would be a negative relationship. So, but we are 0.2, almost 0.3, and then almost 0.2. So that you're looking at a weak to a moderate relationship between the two variables. And if we go down here to the bar chart, again, this kind of gives us a good visual of what our two tables are telling us. But they're not a lot, they're kind of similar across all the relationship, the happiness in a relationship. Okay, let's see, I think, oh, we wanted to look at marital status. So this way we can look at, what do we want to look at? We want to look at marital status and happiness in the relationship. Or happy. Oh, let's look at that, and then we'll look at that. We'll look at the different one. So we'll go over here to crosstabs. So we will take types, and then we will add marital status. Let's see what that gives us. And all of these should still be the same, so we don't need to look at those again. All right. Okay, and then here we have our just all of our options there. Let's look here. Okay, so here, let's look at our chi-square test. Let's look at our significance value over here first. That is higher than the 0.05. so that indicates that there's not a statistically significant association between marital status and relationship happiness. And then we also see that again down here with our pi and Kramer V. You can see here that our significance value is more than 0.05, so and here we have the 0.13. That's a pretty weak relationship, so and we can see here, yeah, these are pretty well kind of on point for the charts. And let's do one more. Let's look at marital status and financial comfort. Let's just see what that says, just for fun. So we can take relationship happiness out, throw financial comfort over, and all of these are still the same. Okay, let's see what we got. So we got married, single, comfortable, struggling. Fairly similar. Okay, so let's look here. Okay, so our significance value is larger than the 0.05, so there's not a statistically significant association between marital status and financial comfort. But just to be sure, let's go down and check our pi Kramer V. Click it, stop. Let's go back up. Sorry. Here we go. It's, yeah, you're not even, that's 0.04. That's a very weak relationship, if any. And then over here, this just confirms it with the significance value of over 0.05. So not a statistically significant association or relationship between marital status and financial comfort. And this kind of just, our bar chart just gives us kind of a visual representation of that. So those are very similar. Okay, so I think that's about all we can do with our data in terms of looking at the types of things that impact relationship happiness. Just one more quick glance over at our variables to see if there's anything else we can look at. Nope, I think that's it. Well, that wraps up today's session.